So a brand new manga has been released in Japan and it's hit the West. It's kind of integrated itself into the mainstream. The manga audience, I imagine, for new releases ain't the biggest over here, but you know, it seems to be doing reasonably well with its first 2 chapters. And the name of it is Jagaaaaaan, I don't know how to say it. It's J-A-G, a hell of a lot of A's and then an N. So you decipher that however you want. There's been a lot of new manga coming out. I believe last year we had The Promise to Neverland, we had Red Sprite, we had a 3-chapter weird thing from the assistant, I believe, of Boku no Hero Academia. We've got Demon's Plan, which is probably going to get cancelled. Shonen Jump, I've got 6 new manga coming out. Then I've got this one. I'm not sure what it's being published in. I highly doubt it's Shonen Jump though. Maybe this has got a more seinen feel to it. It's much more mature, and it's really caught my interest. Possibly just because, for the reason I've said, it's more mature, because a lot of the manga we've been getting at the moment has been fairly standard stuff, tropey. You know, you've got your 16-year-old male antagonist with some kind of power, which is why in some aspects The Promised Neverland was so refreshing, because it had a younger cast. But basically, this follows a police officer in his late 20s, I'd guess, and right off the bat, it's hard to tell whether he is a good guy or a bad guy or what. He seems a bit wrong in the head. In the first 3 or something pages, he imagines just shooting up this, you know, these teenagers for basically no reason. It's a very dark theme, and it's not what I expected jumping in. I've never really seen a manga like this. It's kind of shocking to see such dark material, for me at least, in a manga. I'm sure they're out there, but I've never really seen them before, like a new release with this kind of premise to it. It's very interesting. It's got a nice art style, reminiscent of the work of the I Am a Hero mangaka. It's a very realistic, detailed art style, and I think it works quite well for this manga. It's hard to tell where this manga's gonna go. It started off fairly normal, just this guy and his twisted thoughts and how he has what is I don't know, his approach to life is, how he gets through his day in such a normal fashion, and it was intriguing to see him just kind of take all this abuse, because it was it seems like, to me at least, it got me excited to see if it was going to build up at some point to him just going crazy. And then we got the bit in the tube where some guy just turns into a monster, and I actually kind of laughed because his expressions got more and more exaggerated. The guy who's shouting his head off until he did transform into a monster, which I was not expecting. It's a really, really nice, you know, drawing of the monster as well. There's some really nice panels in this. And then we get some Yu Yu Hakusho style thing where the main character is shooting out a ball, you know, blowing up this monster. And it's very hard to tell where this is going to go. An owl comes up to him, you know, he shoots the owl in the face, because it looked like he was going to fit some kind of standard protagonist role. Doesn't seem like that now. Is he going to be an anti-hero of some sort? Is he going to end up hunting down all these creatures, all the frogs? I've got no idea, and I'm interested to see where this goes, but it's definitely got my attention so far. I mean, I say this with every new manga I've looked at. I said Red Sprite was the best of the new manga that I'd read last year. At the beginning, I really shouldn't have said that, because it wasn't, and it kind of ended and wasn't very good. Of last year, The Promise to Neverland was the only manga to succeed, basically, the only new manga, and it's pretty damn awesome. I think this manga's got a decent chance, because I don't think the manga that it's going to be published in will be as competitive as Shonen Jump. If it is in Shonen Jump, then, you know, God knows, because Shonen Jump cancel everything, basically, regardless of who you are. I looked up the mangaka, and he's of a relatively high prestige. He's released a lot of stuff, and it doesn't seem like his previous work has been cancelled. So, yeah, I'm hopeful that this Jagaaaaaan or whatever is going to continue. Promising start so far, and we'll really have to see where it goes, because it's hard to tell, you know, what is happening in this manga. So yeah, that's that.